You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. Soap Dirt on YouTube here, and we have got your Days of Our Lives 2-week spoilers running from July 3rd all the way through July 14th, 2023. There is so much going on. There is a shooting. There is a marriage proposal that gets an answer. There is a villainess leaving. There is a ton to unpack. We're going to share it all with you. But before we dig in, if you haven't, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives updates, spoilers, and more. All right, for week 1, which is July 3rd through 7th, we've got dated spoilers for you. For week 2, July 10th through 14th, we have undated, but nevertheless, very hot spoilers. All right, let's get into this. Monday, July 3rd, is season 58, episode 206 of Days of Our Lives. And Rafe Hernandez spots Lee Shin lurking around where he should not be. And that's because Lee is waiting for this party to explode. Lee was already worried about his sister Wendy Shin going to it because he knows that Harris Michaels is supposed to bust in there to kill Stefan, and he doesn't want his sister in harm's way. And then sure enough, on Monday, Harris is unhinged, and we saw a little bit of that on Friday where Harris busted in. He's been brainwashed, and he's supposed to be shooting Stefan, but what's interesting is Gabby is going to jump on Harris's back and wrestle him for the gun, and the gun is going to go off. Someone is going to get shot, and we will tell you about that later because it's a later in the week spoiler. All right, Leo Stark found Kristen and EJ towards the end of the show on Friday, but we pick back up with that on Monday, where they are, of course, going to want him to let them go, and that's going to get very messy. We also have Nicole telling Eric that EJ bailed on her, and of course he didn't. He's been kidnapped, but you know Nicole. All right, Tuesday, July 4th on Days of Our Lives, season 58, episode 207. Abe is watching the soap opera Body and Soul, and I'm super excited about it because this time on Body and Soul, it is not Kayla and Marlena that you see. It is Kate Roberts and, interestingly, Jerry Prentiss. If you don't know that name, that's the young man that was pretending to be Theo Carver that had been hired by Crazy Whitley. But as it turns out, he is an actor, and he had a little part on this soap opera. So Abe is going to see the person that's supposed to be Theo on the soap opera that's on the videotape. So it's kind of meta fun. It's so weird. Also, Steve Johnson and John Black are questioning Abe's death because it's all sketchy. There's no body, there's a little bit of blood, and then there's this eyewitness. So we'll see. Theo Carver spends time with Doc and John and then Patch and Kayla. Meanwhile, Lani Price is out of prison and back in Salem. Now, she's not paroled and out for good. Instead, according to official spoilers, she was allowed compassionate leave from prison to come for her dad's funeral. Technically, it's a memorial because they don't have a body, but that also puts her back in time for a special event in her personal life. Plus, Chanel is worried because Paulina won't snap out of her funk over losing Abe. She's sitting on the sofa in a bathrobe. But Chanel is very happy to open the door to Lani and Eli, and that definitely perks up Paulina. Midweek on Days of Our Lives, Wednesday, July 5th, it's season 58, episode 208. And it is Eli and Lani's anniversary, and they are very happy that she happens to be out of jail for just a little while, a little reprieve. Plus, Jerry Prentiss, fake Theo, runs into the real Theo, and he is just plagued by guilt over what he's doing to Theo's dad. And Abe is surprised to see the real Theo. Now, that's a strange spoiler. But he does have Theo in his head, and then he has the other Theo that he's seeing on the soap opera. And I don't know if Abe is going to think this is part of his brain injury or if he's realized that something even worse than he assumes is going on. And then things thaw out slightly between Chanel and Talia Hunter. Chanel is taking a softer line on her ex-friend and employee now that she realizes that Colin was pushing her to do all this stuff. Plus, Crazy Whitley King shows up at Paulina's place and has the audacity to tell her that she's sorry for her loss. And of course, Whitley knows that Abe isn't dead and that she is tormenting Paulina by keeping her away from him. Thursday, July 6th on Days of Our Lives, it's season 58, episode 209. Leo tells Gwen that he is still not convinced that Dimitri is on the up and up, and Megan pushes Dimitri about getting Gwen to say yes to his proposal. So what I'm interested in about Megan on July 6th, because Megan is the person that gets shot accidentally. She's the person that Harris's bullet finds, which is ironic since she's the one who was having him brainwashed into being murderous again. Also on Thursday, that is Megan's last day on Days of Our Lives for the foreseeable future. Actress Miranda Wilson said that July 6th was going to be her last air date and that she has not resumed filming yet. The soap films 6 months ahead, and because she is not filming right now and hasn't been filming since last December, doing the math on that, what that means is we will have no more of Megan for the rest of this calendar year. If she started filming right now, those would be episodes for like January of 2024. So whatever drives Megan out of town this Thursday, she is going to be gone a good long while, which seems very strange because she's deeply involved with Dimitri, but Peter Porta is on contract, so Dimitri will stick around. All right, Gabby and Stefan confront Lee for plotting with Megan. Lee Shin has been arrested, and they go down to the cop shop to go off on him. And of course, his excuse is he just really loves Gabby. It's a good excuse. All right, EJ and Kristen need some help from Marlena Evans. And remember, they were given that memory erasing formula by their crazy sister Megan. And so I'm guessing that they are talking to Marlena about getting their memories back. So we saw them struggling with that, and stuff like that is always lots of fun. All right, Friday, July 7th is episode 210 of season 58. EJ and Kate go looking for Megan, but they find Gabby instead and are very surprised. So Megan has taken off. I'm assuming she's taken off because she's going to be busted for brainwashing Harris again. So she's gone into hiding. I'm interested to see where they find Gabby. Like, did they go to the hospital looking for her and then Gabby's there instead? Don't know. And did Megan slip her some memory soup to mess her up since she couldn't kill Stefan? I wouldn't discount anything that Megan would do before she leaves town. All right. Kristen threatens Leo on Friday, which a lot of people do. I mean, that's just the vibe Leo gives. He aggravates people. And Gwen finally tells Dimitri if she'll marry him or not. And if you were wondering, the answer is yes. She is going to let him put a ring on it. Plus, Nicole has a breakdown and Eric is there for her in the new weekly promo for Days. They share a kiss. That is not going to make EJ very happy. And Sean Brady is back to the bottle and Belle Black is angry at him. All right, we are digging now into the 4 juicy spoilers for the week of July 10th. But if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives updates, and click a like if you're excited about these spoilers. All right. The first spoiler for the week of July 10th, Marlena hypnotizes Harris. It looks like she is trying to break through that brainwashing. I assume it'll work because we have still got, I don't know, another 10 months or so of Harris Michaels, and we can't have him as a brainwashed, gun-wielding lunatic, right? Also that day, Dimitri confesses something to Leo. I am super interested in this because the actor, Peter Porta, that plays Dimitri, dropped a little tidbit about the fact that Dimitri was going to have more than one love interest. There's been a vibe between him and Leo, and I wonder if Dimitri is going to end up as the creamy filling in a Gwen and Leo sandwich. Is he going to marry Gwen but have Leo as his side thing? And will they hide it from Gwen? If that's where this story is going, it is going to be outrageous, and I wouldn't put it past Days of Our Lives. We also have Xander warning Gwen. I'm sure that he'll hear that she said yes to the proposal, but he thinks that Dimitri is skeevy Eurotrash and is going to tell her so, but she won't listen. And him warning her might actually make her more determined to proceed with her plan to marry Dimitri. Finally, Alex moves out of the Kyriakis mansion. I cannot imagine that he wants to look at Maggie every day since they are at serious odds, and he is going to move out. I wonder if he's going to move to the Salem Inn where half of the population in town live, or if they're actually going to get him a proper apartment. Probably not, because Days is on a strict budget and they film in apartments the size of closets. All right, we're super excited about these 2 weeks, and we would love to hear your comments and what you're looking forward to.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.